So Ishubo and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode where, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about. A lot of people ask me that is Nabil Fekir to Arsenal, is it real? There's some truth about it. I'm afraid there is. There is a strong relevance and a strong truth about Nabil Fekir to Arsenal. It is. I'm not joking. No. So we're going to discuss about that in this episode. Also, we're going to talk about Mikel Arteta response to a lot of things um, that has been said about him by Nigel Winterburn and everything. So he's responded to the transfer policy. Of course, Thomas Partey starts for Ghana against Sao Tome and Principe. And of course, the first Greek international debut for Dinos Mavropanos as well. We're going to discuss about that. And of course, Lacazette, Ramsey. What is happening in the transfer window that's actually going to be pretty much talked about in the coming months. We're going to talk about that in this episode, so stay tuned for that. The first news that we got here is about, of course, Nabil Fekir is already making up our transfer news again and again, because Charles Watts tweets out that on the Fekir links that are doing the rounds, I'm told Arsenal are looking at him as a potential transfer target this summer. Odegaard will be the priority though. Fekir, who has just switched agents, would be available for around £26 million. The whole report is on. So Gunners have been long-term admirers of the French international, and also they're keeping tabs as a possible alternative to Martin Odegaard. Nabil Fekir has spent past 2 years in Spain and remain on the radars of Arsenal. Now, what's the situation? Arsenal's primary focus at the end of the season will be trying to find a way of keeping Odegaard. Everyone, including Ian Wright, wants Odegaard to stay at Arsenal, but another season-long loan could be an option. But Goal can confirm that Arsenal are looking at Fekir as an alternative and have been keeping close tabs on him during his time at Betis. So 27-year-old has 2 years remaining on his current contract with Betis and has a £77 million release clause. That is not a figure Arsenal would go anywhere near. However, nor is it what the Spanish club would demand. Betis have to sell some players this summer due to financial impact of the pandemic, and Goal has learned that they would be looking for around £26 million for Nabil Fekir. Well, he's got 4 assists and 7 goals from 31 appearances and has netted 3 times so far this season across all competitions, adding a further 5 assists for the Manuel Pellegrini side. That is how Nabil Fekir has performed this season. Moving on, so here we go, the lineup for Ghana versus Sao Tome and Principe. The game, you could see number 5 Thomas Partey playing for them. Crazy, isn't it? Well, moving on, so talking about Mikel Arteta getting his recruitment right. Now he somehow disagrees with what Tony Adams had to say on Martin Odegaard transfer and the Emil Smith-Rowe thing. Now, Arsenal manager has been quick to defend his side's recent transfer dealings. Well, he actually has to stand by what the club's transfer policy is. So actually, Tony Adams claimed that by recruiting Odegaard in for the remainder of the season, Arteta is actually blocking a clear path for Arsenal's first team for homegrown talents such as Emil Smith-Rowe. Now, while talking about what he had to say, he said that the Premier League is a bit special with respect to Odegaard, has come into this league. Some people respond to it and can do it, some people cannot. Adams went on to talk to Stadium Astro, saying that I think the jury's out. I think he's a super player, very talented, but is the Premier League for him? Not too sure about that. So Arteta had to explain to Stadium Astro Super Sport about the things. He said, well, first of all, I think you have to set some very clear principles that you want to achieve and the processes that are going to be in place to try to minimize the risk every time we get a player. Because it's like a bet, there are a lot of things that we cannot control and a lot of things that we don't know how they're going to act. But if we have the right processes and we have the right principles to apply for every single player that walks in through our door to our club, then I think we are in much better place to make a lot of good decisions. When I said to you about the squad balance, it is something that is related to recruitment. First of all, the squad has to look into good balance, in good shape, in good health, and then you can talk about taking the squad into different level, improving the recruitment, improving the quality of the squad, and in the individual and specific positions that we want. But as well, part of that recruitment, and it's huge at this club, is our youth. And I'm proud as well with the work that is being done throughout the coaches, the club, all the stages, to have the quality and talent that we have at the club. We have to create a space within our squad to give the opportunity to start to fit our first team as well with the young players, and that is the key for our future. So yes, Mikel Arteta believes in his youth a lot, I guess. I mean, he does. Let's see how things will turn out to be, if that is the right place. So Martin Odegaard was asked about which players did he admire at Arsenal. He says, I really like Cesc Fabregas, also Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, those kind of players. That Arsenal team was so good. So maybe those three I would say, and the style of Dennis Bergkamp playing in my position. So Dennis Bergkamp, that's a very, very wise choice. So Yaya Sanogo on Arsenal said, I still look for the results every week. I don't know, many of the current squad, most of the ones I played with have left. I know Bellerin, and after it's young players like Nketiah and Willock, they were young when I was there. So Yaya Sanogo, remember his Arsenal team, man. That's pretty damn serious, man. Oh wow, that's crazy. So he says it's very new, it's different, completely different. You know, the atmosphere. It's not fake when you have the fans behind you. The pressure is higher. So yes, he really looks up to Arsenal. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Sanogo. Lovely, lovely. Great to see that. Yeah, Sanogo. Well, moving on. So talking about different stuff. Well, Dinos Mavropanos makes his national team debut for Greece today. How crazy is that? I mean, a string of good performances in the Bundesliga with VfB Stuttgart. Dinos Mavropanos, well, deservedly so. He's been superb. Well, try to find his name here. It's up to you. It's up to you if you can find his name here. But yeah, let's see. I think it's number 5, I guess, Konstantinos Mavropanos. I think that's it. I think it's going to be the number 5, yes. I found it difficult in the first place to find him, but yeah, that's that. So moving on. So Sevilla, Roma and Atletico are monitoring an Arsenal player that would be difficult for Mikel Arteta to part ways with, because Alex Lacazette is being wanted by, it's a strong rumor, ladies and gentlemen. Sevilla, Roma and Atletico Madrid are monitoring Arsenal forward Alexander Lacazette, according to ESPN. The Frenchman is approaching the final year of his contract, and the Gunners are torn between cashing in on the striker and offering him an extension. Lacazette has contributed 13 goals and 3 assists to Arsenal's scores across all competitions in the current season. Let me know in the comments, do you guys really believe that Alex Lacazette should be sold off? Should he be given a new contract? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the reality or not. But let me know in the comments. But here's the funny story. Once linked with Arsenal, Ousmane Dembele, Manchester United are again in for Ousmane Dembele. And that's one news. But according to Mundo Deportivo, Ousmane Dembele is in line for a contract extension at Barcelona, according to them. The Frenchman has struggled for consistency due to a string of serious injuries since his 105 million euros move to Camp Nou. But he has put those issues behind him, and Barcelona are now hoping to tie him down to fresh terms. What? I mean, he's young. Injuries are fine, but he's still young. But giving Dembele a new contract, and then Manchester United are interested in him, linked with Arsenal. Okay, whatever. So here's the most funniest story of the whole transfer news. The most funniest transfer story that I've actually come across. It actually happened before, and it's happened again. But still, I believe it's the most funniest thing that I ever came across today. And Tottenham make Ramsey inquiry, according to Tutto Mercato Web. Spurs have set sights on ex-Arsenal star. Tottenham have inquired over the availability of Juventus midfielder Aaron Ramsey, according to Tutto Mercato Web. Spurs are weighing up a bold summer approach for the ex-Arsenal star, who has struggled for form and fitness in Turin. Ramsey has appeared in 26 games across all competitions for Juve this term, and still has 2 years left to be run on his contract. So big question, would you go for Aaron Ramsey? I mean, I know this is a very lame question, because a lot of Arsenal fans have really got, like me, are over Aaron Ramsey. But Tottenham, he would never go to Tottenham. Tutto Mercato Web, come on, you're losing your credibility to minus to the power of infinity, man. So with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.